Your wife really needs you, just like you really need them. This is true for all of us that are married. Hello, my friend. My name's Zach, and I help Christian men live uncommon lives. I hope that you desire to live an uncommon life just like I do. In this video, what we're going to talk about is what your wife needs from you. You know, I'd love to know your thoughts on this subject. So I'm going to reveal what I think my top 5 things that your wife needs from you. But go ahead and in the comments below, add. I'd love to hear your thoughts and we can grow together. All right, let's dive in. Number 1, your wife needs real love. See, not this fake love. And if you look around in our society today, there's a lot of fake love. I think it's more kindness. See, the love I'm talking about is love that is rooted in Christ. See, love is a fruit of the Spirit. It's something that when we are tapped into the vine, which is God, it puts our love into the stratosphere. Like on my own, my sinful man is so manipulative and after my desires and my needs, it's more like I'll do a display of love to get something. See, it's more manipulation. But when I'm tapped into God, when God is the one that's going before me, where I'm surrendered to Him, I love my wife with open hands. And your wife needs that from you. That you're not doing the dishes to get something in the bedroom or vacuuming to do the same, but you're loving her because Christ called you to. That's the real love our wives need. Number 2, they need us to take care of ourselves. See, it's really easy to get in this scurry mode where we're pouring out to others, but we got nothing. In fact, the Jewish festival, I can't remember the name, but it happens weekly where they have a cup in the middle and there's a saucer. And what they do is they pour wine into the cup and it spills out into the saucer. And what this symbolizes is that that's how we pour into others. And too often we can forget this. And I just said that we need to have real love for our wife. Well, that doesn't happen on our own. That only happens when we're filling up spiritually, where our cup is getting filled spiritually so that we can pour out spiritually. Our cup is filled up physically so that we have the physical ability to love, so that our cup is filled up mentally so that we can actually listen and we can actually think. Have you tried to do any of these things without actually filling up? I have, and it's ended in disaster. I've tried to pour out into my family after getting 3 hours of sleep. Angry Zach shows up real quick. I've tried to love others without eating a meal. I get hangry. I've tried to love without having that time where God is refilling my heart and mind and refreshing, and it's fake. The same thing's true for you. Remember that we have to take care of ourselves before we're taking care of others. And I'm not talking about like a selfish thing where you're wandering around getting everything me, 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 me. No, that is not filling up. That's gross swamp land. Filling up to pour out is what we're talking about. Please take care of yourself. It's kind of like that when you're flying in a plane, where they say when the oxygen mask falls, put on your mask first, then put on the masks of those around you. It's the same thing in marriage. If your oxygen mask is not on, you're turning blue, well, you're trying to serve them. Number 3, she needs you to spiritually lead. And the only way we can do that is by filling up spiritually. Now, spiritually leading doesn't mean you have all the answers. It means follow me as I follow Christ. In the Bible, it says what a disciple is. And the verse says this: follow me and I will make you fishers of men. And here's how we can encapsulate that. Following Jesus, being changed by Jesus, and on mission with Jesus. If you do these 3 things, you are spiritually leading. You're spiritually leading by following Jesus, having Jesus change you, and being on His mission, which is about making disciples. Do that and you'll spiritually lead. Your wife needs you to do that. Number 4, she needs your encouragement. You know, in marriage, we can get into this mode where all we're talking about is what needs to be done or what didn't go right. And that's not uplifting to anyone. But why do we fall into that trap? Like, I got, on the other side of this camera, just to be frank, I got laundry sitting on the couch. That's all I can think about is, man, how did that not get done? We're always drawn to what's not done or incomplete instead of everything that's done every day. Everything that's done every day, the character of our wife, the beauty of our wife, instead of we're drawn to problems, incompleteness. And when we're attracted to that and that's all we see, it's kind of miserable, isn't it? And something that's really helped me is daily writing down 3 things that I'm thankful for. And something that will help you is if you are doing that process and you're having a hard time encouraging your wife, make those 3 things all about her. And here's the thing, don't keep it to yourself. That's what hoarders do. But generous men, uncommon men, shower their wives with that praise. So as you write them down, as your list grows for the wonderful attributes of your wife, the wonderful things she does for you, the character and who she is, you can be showering her with that praise and encouraging her, to a point where she's like, stop it, and then keep going. Like, if we can be men that are encouraging our wives to such a degree, we can watch all of our wives' shoulders come back, posture come back, into a way where they're walking with their heads tall. You're married to a daughter of the King of the universe. Don't forget it. Treat her like one. She's royalty. And when we can encourage in that way, with real love, changes everything. But I think sometimes, just like we talked about earlier, is we encourage to get encouraged. I know that's tempting, but please just keep this on. Just keep showering her with praise. She needs it. The next thing she needs from you is she needs you to really listen. You have probably been married for 2 seconds before you've heard your wife say, "You don't listen to me." I think this is common in human relationships. We have this aspect where we want to hear each other. We want to know what's going on. But over time, there's this thing that happens where our spouse doesn't feel heard by us. This is because listening is harder than we make it. See, it's easy for us to repeat facts back and say, see, I was listening. But that's when someone says to us we're not listening, that's not what they're saying. They're saying we're not hearing their real heart. And if you want to know how to grow and how to listen to your wife, I hope you do, watch this video right here. I know it'll really help you because she needs you to listen, my friend. Have a great day, and God bless you as you give these things to your wife.